guys looking for a podcast? Well, this ain't no ordinary podcast. This is the Three Bells Podcast. With Triple J. Yeah! Mundo. What? And Shane O'Mac. Acknowledge me. Coming to you live each and every Monday night from Monday Night Raw, Tuesdays with NXT, and Friday Night SmackDown featuring WWE PPVs, news, and more. So tune in live on stereo and follow the buzzards. And if you're not down with that, we got two words for you.
Then, now, forever. Together.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've made it to another week. And we've made it to another new month, the month of July. Today is July 1st, everyone. Happy new month. Happy 4th of July week. Happy Monday in the Bank week. Happy awesome week because we are all here. Because you're here. And we are going to have a super show in line for you tonight. What's good, everybody? It's me, your homie Shane O'Mac, coming to you live from the East New York section of the Three Bells Podcast table. I am hosting tonight's Raw and every Raw show until further notice. So hello, everyone. Welcome to the premiere of the Shane O'Mac's Raw Recap Show. But of course, I'm not here alone. I need my homies with me. I'm talking about the CEO, Mr. AKA Mr. Mundo. And next to him is the smartest guy at the table, the smartest guy in Brooklyn when it comes to wrestling. It's him, Triple J. What's good, fellas?
Yeah. What's up, everybody? You know what time it is.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's get it. Hey. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Mundo, a.k.a. Mr. a.k.a. himself, and I am here. It is Monday Night Raw. It's time for the recap. It's the Three Bells Podcast. Boy, oh boy, and it's Money in the Bank week. I am excited. I'm ready to go. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. What's good, Triple J?
Is this on?
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy, Main Event Triple J. Woo! I'm ready for tonight. I know you guys are ready for tonight. Shane, kick ass tonight, my brother. Let's get it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I'm always going to kick ass. Why? Because I have 3 feet. One for me, one on Mundo, and one on Triple J. So I know I'm always good. But with that being said, it's that moment. It's that time. Because Mundo's here. Jay is here. I'm here. And you're here. So let's do it. Let's get it. For this is the Three Bells Podcast. So at the top of the show, as we were saying, due to the decisions of the executives here at the Three Bells Podcast table, and of course scheduling among a couple of us here, we have decided that starting this week and until further notice, Shane O'Mac is going to host our Monday shows or Monday Night Raw recaps. Triple J, he's going to stay on Tuesdays NXT, and then Mr. CEO, Mr. AKA Mr. Mundo, he is going to host our Friday night SmackDowns. However, due to previous engagements, he will not host this week. So Jay and I, we got him covered, but we will see him and hear from him on Saturday for our PLE party. Okay? Stick around, we'll give you more information on that. So everybody, it's the first Raw of the month. Happy new month. They're coming to us live from Boston, Massachusetts, with a crowd of over 14,000. 14,778 to be exact. And the first thing that we've noticed is that Michael Cole, of course, first off, shout out to Michael Cole on doing an amazing job as being the only gentleman at the announce table for last week's Raw, because Miz was with him. And then after the hour, Miz had to leave because his tag team partner had decided to do a match without his consent. So Michael Cole had to do the rest of the show by himself. So shout out to him. He got a lot of love on Twitter. And tonight, again, Pat McAfee is not at the table because, as we know, Pat McAfee and family is going through the loss of his father-in-law. So shout out to Pat McAfee and their family, and condolences will continue to their family. And who sat in? Corey Graves. So it was Corey and Cole for tonight. This should be a good show. This trend that we're starting now, maybe it's because of the PLE fellas, on where we see a couple of superstars that comes to the arena. So we say hi to Drew. We say hi to Dragunov. And interesting enough, fellas, we say hi to Sheamus, who comes to the arena in a Tesla Cybertruck. He must have got a raise or something, because, those are not cheap trucks there. And then we get this interesting crowd, Mundo. A shot of like the crowd in the hallways, the hallways where you get to your seat. And they're just like, the camera's just moving forward. And we see all of these people and we're like, okay, where's this going? And then out of nowhere, the camera turns and here is Jey Uso. And he is going through the crowd outside. He turns around and goes through the crowd again. And then he steps into the arena and walks all the way down to the ring. Ooh, brain freeze. So we have our first in-ring segment. Let me see if I can get this right, where they say, welcome to Monday Night Raw. Or how you say, he wants to be, or going to be, the Money in the Bank. Oh, God. Let's play this clip as he says, hi to everybody. Jay, what you got to say, Mr. Jey Uso?
Hold up. Money in the Bank is on Saturday. Only one person going to snatch that contract. Mm-hmm. Not Carmelo. Mm-hmm. Not Andrade. Mm-hmm. Not LA Knight. Not Chad Gable. You're looking at him. The new Mr. Money in the Bank, and his name is Main Event Jey Uso. Really?
And here's Chad Gable.
Well, for your information, you Boston idiots, yeet isn't even a word.
So, yeet is a word.
You know what is a word? Miracle. Look it up in the dictionary. You'll find a picture of Chad Gable right next to it.
You're lying.
With the long hair.
Because what I've done the last 2 weeks has been nothing short of miraculous. I overcame an attack from the Wyatts. I overcame my family leaving me. And I overcame 2 more monsters last week to punch my ticket to Money in the Bank.
That is very true.
So on Saturday, get ready to feast your eyes on another one, because I'm climbing the ladder, winning the contract, and calling myself Master in the Bank.
Feast your eyes. A Dijak reference.
Oh, Master in the Bank. Oh, boy.
Man, what you doing here, man? Didn't the Wyatts get you already? Get me? You? What do you think I'm scared of? I'm not scared of that. I'm not scared of them. You're the one that should be scared. You took it upon yourself. You stole the Fireflies. Come to think of it, I'm an innocent man. My family left me high and dry, They should be after you, Jey Uso, the man who abandoned his family.
Hey, he has a new Yeet shirt.
Man, I told they could have the
I
fireflies.
didn't even notice.
Take the
Yeah.
mosquitoes, take some damn cockroaches. I don't want no smoke with the wife. I ain't trying to end up like your ass, but look, you want to talk about family? The only thing your family did is what I did. And that's to get out from under a manipulative scumbag like your ass.
Oh, snuffed him. Snuffed him at the word scumbag. Just to prove him right.
I mean, he didn't say anything wrong.
He sure didn't. So they're fighting in the ring, going back and forth. Lots of yeet shots, a breakdance move, a super yeet, and a kick. We're going up to the rope. The Chad rolls out. Smart move.
I kid you not. I thought Adam Pearce was going to come out.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was going
He's
to come out
standing
and
there
set up
holding
a
his
match.
jaw. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And the lights go out because we all know what that means. Yeah.
Jay dipped real quick.
Yeah, Jay
Again.
dipped. I mean, we don't have to play through all of this. It's just basically, it's this one camera shot, Mundo, of him just basically, Chad just looking lost. The arena's dark with all the firefly lights. And, yeah, he's looking in the ring. There's smoke in the ring. And the crowd is going, holy shit, holy shit.
And thank God it's not black screen, Fox.
Right.
Gosh.
So he hops over the barricade and he's like in the midst of the audience, looking dazed and confused with smoke all around. Shout out to the smoke machine guy. And he just bumps into, a couple of the Wyatt Six family members. So he's doing that for a minute, and then he hops over, and then he runs up the steps. He runs up the stairs, right? This is all on camera, by the way, so shout out to him. Then we get the same image from last week, where we have the girl in the white dress with a package for Michael.
And the security hanging over the desk.
And the security's knocked out on the desk.
Yo, only on Raw and SmackDown the security suck. NXT got good security guards. Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah, Raw and SmackDown. It must be like the budget. Maybe like they got like the security guard from Pickett Avenue or something. I don't know.
Yo, I was cracking up. I'm like, here they go again, slumped over the desk. That shit was funny.
Yeah, it's like, how did that happen? Where did that come from? They just came out of nowhere and just laid on the table like instead of having lunch, they had like shots of Bacardi or tequila,
Right.
and just laid their asses out on the table. Yeah, we'll lay here. Nobody ain't gonna notice. And
Right, 'cause it's not like-
cue camera 3.
Right. Because it's not like Michael Cole and Corey were like, oh my gosh. And then, now security guards, they're just laying there. It's like, okay.
That was funny. Funny. So why did I write? Oh yeah. So believe it or not, this is the first time, fellas, Mundo, that we had not one but 2 single camera shots in one segment. I thought it was very interesting. This is a very nice segment. I like this storytelling. I don't know who's writing these or producing these, but baby, this is like top tier right now. Like this is some of the best segments I have seen. No, thank you. Because I'm just like so intrigued. I want to see what happens next now.
Mm-hmm. Do they show up on Saturday?
I don't know. A couple of people that they're targeting is going to be on Saturday, right?
Mm-hmm.
This should be very interesting. Very, very interesting.
It's just gonna be wild.
Yeah. So I guess later on tonight, they're going to do the same thing that they did last week with the box, which contains another VHS cassette tape, which they're going to give to the production for them to play.
I thought it would have been funny if this week they would have did a CD or a floppy disk.
That would have been hilarious.
Progress, right?
Right.
Yeah,
And that would show. Yeah, Jay.
no, I was gonna. No, go ahead. Go ahead. What you done?
No, I was going to say that um, for us old schoolers who is down with the technology even before VHS cassette tapes, because it was like Betamax, and then there was something called film, where you had like a little film projector and a little film reel, and actually most of it was consistent of cartoons and porn. Yeah.
I
And
wasn't born for
sometime
that.
here and there. Yeah, sometime here and there you got like a nice little black and white movie. But yeah, for what I've seen here was a lot of cartoons, Bugs Bunny cartoons. But that show when you have the VHS cassette, that shows the you know how when your grandparents, they're not hip to the time. So it's like while everybody is looking at live streams, they're still looking at their old black and white TVs with the hook up VHS cassettes, and they have their whole VHS cassette collections. And you're like, Grandma, Grandpa, why don't you just like, you can watch these on the computer now. You don't need the tape. You can watch it like nice and clear and sharp right here on the computer, right here on your phone. No, 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 leave my tapes alone. These are good tapes. They play good. I like my tapes. So that's what, when we see that cassette tape, it throws the millenniums off. It throws the new schoolers off as to what is this thing, and it is supposed to fit as the part of the whole world of the Wyatt sick. You know what I mean? Like, I know that was a little long-winded explanation, but just so you can get the feeling as to why it's a cassette tape rather than a CD or a flash drive. Because that's too far ahead. That's too advanced. But speaking of advanced, fellas, let's just get right to the first match. Our first match, this is a match that was put together from last week. Xavier Woods versus Karrion Kross. Jay, you want to start off, and then Mundo. You guys have any thoughts or comments about this match? Match number one.
Yeah, yes, sir. But before all of that, I just wanted to say one thing. When Jay was coming out and they gave us that camera shot of the crowd, I kind of, I was sitting here watching it with my neighbor, and I told my neighbor, I said, Jay has to be coming out this crowd just because they gave us that scene before with the crowd like that multiple times, and last time they did something like that was with Sami Zayn. Also, with this match, uh, poor Woodsy, poor Woodsy, and these bullshit ass um authors of pain people on the final testament. Karrion Cross was actually doing something for once and still lost. Good for his ass. Loser, loser, loser. But we get AOP to jump in and Cross intercepts Kofi and grabs him by the arm and literally tries to rip the shoulder out the socket while Xavier got beat up by AOP on the outside. So, yeah, it just ended this way, and they let Kofi get beat up in his hometown and looking like shit. But hey, when you serve shit and you're getting beat up like shit, the match equals bullshit. Does
Yeah. So this match, um, yeah, this match. I mean, this whole story. I'm getting the same vibes as the Bobby and Friends and AOP. It's just something about it. It just doesn't. It doesn't capture you. It's just and basically all I got out of this was will Big E return? Again, it's like this is all I'm asking now at this point. Other than that, I just don't care. I don't care. And they're really starting like to phase out. Honestly, New Day is really starting to basically die because you just don't care anymore. You know, they get that first initial pop and then it just gets quiet. The crowd don't even chant New Day rocks anymore when they come down to the ring. It's just so dead, quiet. So is Big E coming back is the question. Is he going to come back just as a spiritual leader, as a manager? I know I don't think he's coming back as a competitor. I don't think he's going to compete anymore. But yeah, I don't care about this story. And one thing I just wanted to make note of, Shane and Jay, why the hell when Kofi was getting attacked by Karrion, why was the referee on the outside and then on the outside saying, stop, let him go. Like, what purpose does the referee serve doing that from the outside of the ring? Like, and then you come in at the last second and then he I don't understand that. I grew up in the times where the referee would be in the damn ring like, yo, cut it out, stop it, trying to break it up. Not outside the fucking ring pleading. It doesn't make any sense.
There was too many people.
It was only the two of them in Scarlet.
It was only
in
the
the
two
ring.
of them, and then Scarlet came out.
I'm like, what the hell? But like, first and foremost, why were you the first one out the ring anyway, referee? Like he did. I'm out of here.
He ran out. He looked like he was going to almost run out the building. They said, no, you stay right there. He said, try to separate them. And he
From
was
right
like,
there.
Stop it. He said, stop it. Cut it out. Stop it.
You hear me over here?
Stop it right now. You hear me? Look down here. Stop it.
Hi, I'm here.
Yo,
I'm
I
here,
was so
hi.
like, what the hell is going on? He's all the way over there by Michael Cole and Corey. And they're all the way on the other side of the ring. I'm like, are we serious right now? Like, what the hell? Why? Like, what's the point of the referee?
Then Scarlett comes up, and then she's standing there for a minute smiling. And then she finally puts her hand on his arm as a way to say, okay, you good now. Like she was the one, the soft, the touch of a woman caused the beast to calm down. That's what I got from that little segment.
Yeah.
And I think that's why the referee, even though it didn't make sense for him to be out there like that, I would have rather if the referee tried to break it up and AOP like interrupted him from going to him to interrupt it. That would have made sense. Instead of him just standing there, cut it out. I said, stop it right now.
Yo, that shit was so fucking dumb.
It was
dumb. Man.
It was dumb, just like this story is dumb. Like I guess the dumbness complements the other dumbness because the whole thing is dumb. And I said it since day one. What is the point of caring so much about Xavier Woods' position? Like if what you're saying is true, why does it matter to you? What are you getting out of this for quote unquote helping Woods see the truth? That's why this is not flying right, because it just doesn't make sense to me. And like you guys said, when you're used to having three personalities together, even if Big E never steps in the ring again, we would still love to just see him, just to have your presence there, to have your voice there, your spirit, your vibes there. You don't need to be in the ring. You don't ever have to swing again. Just have your ass out there for support. Look at all of these guys from Final Testament. You got all Grandpa Little. He doesn't do anything but stand there and make a big face like this. They go, get off my lawn.
But Shane, what also doesn't make sense to me is the fact that he wants him to leave Kofi and join Final Testament. So I'm like, you want him to be the sixth or seventh or eighth or ninth person in that group? Aren't y'all crowded enough? You need another person to do what?
Why?
Follow behind you?
To lose.
Why?
It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. This whole thing is just stupid as fuck. It would have made
It's
sense
weird.
if they would have turned Woods already on Kofi when they had the opportunity to do so. But like, I didn't see the point of Kofi of Woods winning tonight, because then he won for what?
Like, I don't know. That shit is
Right.
weird. But
It's weird. I don't
but
know.
you know what? You know what's crazy? Like last week when we got the little segment with like the Wyatt Six shit, and we got um firing Dawn after it, then Priest, then carrying Cross. Now I look at this and we just got, you know, the Wyatt Six thing, and then we got a carrying Cross. How do you how do you like bounce back after something like that? You gotta like have a oomph to respond to what just happened in the beginning of the show. And that literally went from a turn on to a turn off within this fight itself, because it's not serving any type of purpose. So right now, you know, to have these dark people in these angles, did the wrong thing by putting AAE, by putting Karrion Cross and all of this shit. Once I seen that this match was leading off right after what we just had, I was like, oh god, here we go. The bullshit begins. So, you know, you could see like with this within this match itself, like even Mundo said, there was no pop for for Woods, but then there was no pop for AO for Karrion Cross and his people.
Oh,
So
you
this
know,
was
there's never
literally,
going to be one for them.
bro, there was
They were
Barely.
the only motherfuckers in France that I get not
Barely.
one pop.
They sure
like
Nobody.
didn't.
you could have had some, you know, the fences chant some bullshit during this match, and they're in Boston,
Listen
and
up.
I'm not too they're in Boston, so I'm like, damn, they should start a chant stuff because they were boring. Damn.
See, look, Jay, I gave it to WrestleMania. I was fair to WrestleMania. Look, give him a shot. I'm over
I
this
pleaded,
shit.
I pleaded
It,
with you for so long. That
yes,
shit.
but I'm over it now because it's just retarded at this point. I mean, they keep going back and forth with AOP and the Final Testament. Like, what is the group's name? You got a group within a group. You got Karen. Like, what's the direction of this group? What's the purpose of the group? I think that's the problem. We don't know what the hell the purpose of the group is. They just put them together and then they threw them out there. What, like, you guys? Can you guys tell me what the purpose of the group is? Like, what is their cause? Why are they together?
Beats beats me. If there were the monsters, I would buy that. But there's no, I don't know what it is. It's just it's like you have a possible good idea, but you don't have the right characters and you don't have the right synopsis behind the group. And now you have this quote unquote beef or wanted from Woods that also doesn't make sense. If you would have said, Mundo, Jay, that Karrion Cross had previous beef with Kofi Kingston, that I understand because this will all be a whole revenge plot in order to mess up Kofi Kingston, excuse me, and to break up, you know, the New Day. Again, something like that would make sense. But I don't know.
Do you
And it
think?
seems to me, I think Jay, you answered the question that when you said, you know, they followed that you know that amazing segment that open. That's a tough act to follow. So
Mhm.
what can you have to follow that? You're not going to have something that follow that that's going to be even bigger. You're going to have something that's going to wind it down. It's almost like a downtime, a timeout time before the next segment that's going to bring us back up. So it's almost like a roller coaster ride. You up, you go down, you go up, you go down. And this was the down part.
It
That's
was
how
a
I look
quick.
at it.
It was a quick shot down, and damn, that was that was bananas.
Yeah,
But
it's yeah.
do you
Yes.
think that this signals the start of Woods going singles?
I don't know.
I don't know. You want to be careful, though. Careful, Woods.
I'll just say, I don't even know why he won tonight. Because Kofi lost last week because Woods got beat up in the back, and then Woods won tonight. I don't get it.
And then
Kofi got taken out. So what? He's going to be by himself, and then they're going to get to him being by himself. Like, that's where they're going with it.
Or maybe they had
rematch.
Well, yeah, of course. And I guess being that the reason that Woods won and the reason why Karrion tried to rip Kofi's arm off was because he was so mad how he won. And look how he won. He won with a fruit roll up. Like you
is
beat
Kofi
his
really
man.
Is Kofi really hurt? Oh,
Well, he's playing that his arm. Yeah, he had his arm on that hold for.
I mentioned this to you guys a few weeks ago. I said all year with the New Day, they've been back and forth. One's been hurt, the other one's been better. The other one's been hurt. They've been in and out all year with different injuries. All year between their fights with Imperium, because we had that for a whole month, and they kept going back and forth. Somebody got hurt. This one got hurt. That one got hurt. And then the King of the Ring tournament, he's hurt, so he's competing instead. Like, this has been their thing all year. So yes, why not? Why wouldn't Kofi be hurt now? It just fits the story that they've been telling all year.
There you go, Mundo. There's the reason why they is not umphing.
It's flat.
Just call them the hurt day. I don't know. Anyway, congratulations to Woods. I guess. Anyway, let's move on. I see that we have Whitney. Hello, Whitney. How are you? Thank you so much for tuning in with the Three Bells podcast. We're talking about wrestling. Talking about Monday Night Raw wrestling. Okay. We have a quick look back at the tag team match from last week, which led to Judgment Day being our new and current tag team champions, thanks to the help of Liv Morgan. And speaking of Judgment Day, fellas, let's go to our most favorite part of the arena, the Judgment Day Clubhouse, where we are outside with Dirty Dom and our champion, Mr. Priest.
Yeah, she's good. I'm good. We're all good. You good?
I'm great. You know who's not, though? Rhea Ripley, because I just talked to her. Yeah, she's pissed, dude.
I'm going to handle this whole Liv situation tonight.
You say that every week, and then you do nothing. Yeah, for once, actually do what you say you're going to do, dude.
You know this whole Liv thing isn't even my fault? I'm starting to sound like my dad.
Yo, if I look at anything?
No, I didn't say anything.
No, you can say it out loud. It's okay.
What do you say, Jay? What do you say?
She's here.
That's what he asked him. What did you say?
Welcome in. I was just leaving. My title match is up next. I just wanted to say good luck tonight, Daddy Dom.
He was like, you've been like my father.
How's things you, man? I don't know.
Carlito. He said I was playing you in the game.
Honestly, Liv hanging out in the clubhouse, that's not cool, bro. That's got to stop.
Okay, but whatever you think about Liv, she helped bring the tag team championships back to the Judgment Day. The real issue here is you.
Oh, man.
You put your spot in the Judgment Day in jeopardy. And don't get me started about what you said to Seth. What was it? We need you more than you need us? What are we now, your sidekicks?
Stop. No, you're not my sidekicks. And honestly, I didn't say anything that was wrong. Yeah, I'm the world champion, bro. Of course you guys need me more. When Rhea was here and she was the world champ, we needed her more. Now you're a tag team champion again. How about this? We need each other. And as far as my spot being put on the line, yeah, I have faith in myself, bro. So I think I'm going to beat Seth Rollins and Money in the Bank. Actually, I know I can beat him, and that's exactly what I'm going to do.
I know you are. And as your brother, I'll always have your back. And as your brother, I'll always tell you the truth. And truth is, since you won that championship, you've changed.
And
Static.
Okay, say it with your chest, Finn.
Mm-hmm.
And I like how he changed the words like that because he said what he said, and we know what he meant by it. But you see how he flipped the words by also adding Rhea to it by saying, "Yeah, just like Rhea's the champion, she didn't need help, just like I don't, and now you're the champions." So it's like, okay, let's brush this off quick fast by saying, "Now you're the champions," and yeah. There was a little word play there to get out
Yep.
of that, an excuse as to why he said that. Because he said it the way he meant it. I don't know if that makes
The,
sense.
and then the look on Finn's face after all of that, the only
He
thing I
walked
Mm-hmm.
could
away.
think, the only thing I could see in Finn's face was the demon for some odd reason.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
got,
he wasn't buying that.
I got a feeling he's gonna unleash into the demon eventually.
And then he
Just
walked
give
away.
it. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing that character. It's been a while since we've seen him, and this is just reason for that character to come out. To just build that whole bubble, and then it just bursts, and then this guy comes out. Can you imagine the pop he would receive? That would be amazing.
Then
And
everybody throwing their hands in the air like the way he used to
mhm.
do it. That'd be so fun. Then
So
he comes out crawling and shit. What?
they have
Yeah.
cracks happening right in front of us. Okay, now Dominic's comparing Damien to his dad, which is basically
Hmm.
annoying him. And then uh, we see the friction really happening more and more with Finn and Damien.
Hmm.
So it's like, oh boy, you guys are really falling apart. And you're champions and you're falling apart.
Mm. Mm.
And Carlitos just there like enjoying himself. He ain't
Playing
doing
his
shit but
video
enjoy.
game. They were
He's,
playing. They
he's
had
older.
it was Dom versus Braun Strowman in the background.
And didn't Carlitos say that I picked you, Damian Priest?
Yeah,
I was playing as you.
I was playing as you.
Mm-mm.
Funny. To be continued. So
Hmm.
before we go to the Neville match, before we go to match number 2. We once again see the memoriam for Sika and Awahi. He is the father of Roman Reigns, and he is one half of the Wild Samoans. One of the labeled as one of the best tag teams out there from back in the was it mid 80s, early 90s where they was out there dominating? Yeah. These guys they were brutal, man, brutal. So shout out to the Anawahi family as they continue to celebrate the life of Sika Anawahi. So let's go into the ring, fellas. Mr. Mundo and Jay, for we are talking about match number 2, Selena Vega versus Liv Morgan for the Women's World Championship. The mics are all yours, Mundo and Jay.
I don't know how to feel about this match. Let me see. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I was snacking on some ice cream, so. But yeah. All right. So the women's world title match. Overall, I thought it was a good match. Uh, just to get the match started, we got Papa Murphy, Papa Mysterio coming out. We got the son, Dominic Mysterio, coming out. So they in the corner of their ladies, but Dominic is claiming that he's there to make sure Liv loses the title, make things right, whatever. I don't know what the hell's going on in his head. But then we see Liv Morgan delivering the Three Amigos, but not paying homage to Eddie, but to her daddy as she shimmies in front of him. And then right after that, she goes and uses the prism lock, which is Rhea Ripley's submission move. Everybody's like, ooh, what is that about? She's trying to be Rhea now, okay. And then Zelina gets out of that, and she hits I was about to say Rhea. She hits Liv with a nice stiff kick. And as they mentioned earlier before the match, that she was doing a lot of training, kickboxing training or whatever that nature. So she was going to use a lot more kicks and stuff in the match, which she was doing a lot of tonight. And then our girl Zelina hit this beautiful, beautiful moonsault off the top rope. Tiffy, you better watch out because Zelina hit that shit. It was just amazing to see that. And then I got scared at one moment. It looked like Zelina was about to try to pop rocks. I don't know what she calls it, but I'm gonna just call it the pop rocks for tonight. And Liv counted it and dropped her on the head, like on her head. Looked like a pile driver type shit. I was just like, oh my gosh, like what the fuck? Like, oh man. That was crazy though, to get that type of intensity of a move. And then while all that's going on, they got the damn Boston crowd chanting "Shave your mustache" to Dominic, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I get it. He needs to get rid of that goddamn pedophile mustache, but I get why he's doing what he's doing. Trying to look like Eddie from back in the day. And then, I'm froze. I'm sorry. What do you call it? Dominic. He ends up on the other side of the ring. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I'm skipping the match. I'm in the wrong match. My apologies. Liv gave a hell of a baseball slap to Rey Mysterio when him and Dominic were kind of going, he pushes Dominic to the floor and then Liv saves her boo. And I'm just like, oh, man, this is just getting really, really messy. I mean, Triple H and his team are messy motherfuckers, man. Oh, my gosh. But anyway, that leads to Liv winning the match. And then she gives a nice promo at the end stating that she dedicates all her wins to her daddy, Dom Mysterio.
I typed it. I have that clip so that we can hear it from her.
Alrighty.
So I guess I'll play the clip and then Jay, you can respond. This is her because homegirl, the interview girl, managed to grab her and say,
feeling like everything is going according to plan on your revenge tour. Happy, I feel like the luckiest girl in the world. The Liv Morgan revenge tour is going exactly as I planned it. So I just want to take this opportunity to dedicate my victory tonight and all of my future victories to the most gorgeous man in WWE, my daddy, Dominic.
her daddy, Jay.
Yo, she talks a good one. I don't want to hear nothing, the tour, the revenge tour shit. You could skip all of that and just that little ending part. You're like, oh God, Jesus, this girl is like a super duper freaky deaky. She's one of those, and she says wanting what she wants and getting what she wants, and ain't nobody telling her no. Everything's going her way. She's she's smooth right now. It's annoying, but it's starting to get to people. So, like a person like me as well, and I'm liking the way it's going. So, just keep it up, and if you keep on making other people win, why not? You know, you you made these guys become tag champs. Now let's see, what happens with yourself. Let's see if you get this type of help again the next time you do defend your title. So kudos to the Miss Jersey girl on the victory as well. And Yeah, Des, to say what you were saying about the pop rocks, it's actually, they call it the code red. That's what they call it. But damn, that drop that Liv gave him, sheesh. Ay Dios mío, that was crazy. Okay?
Thank you, because they didn't even say that tonight either. Because when she hit it off the top rope, Michael Cole just said a sunset power bomb. So that's why I was
Right.
confused. I'm like, I didn't know what she calls it, but that's why I just
I
kept
heard
saying
it.
pop rocks.
I heard it when this guy said it. Graves said the code red. That's the only reason why I wrote it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he said it real quick.
Two different moves, huh? But fellas, I kind of see why Liv is like the happiest in the world because she got laid. You didn't remember the part when Don was like I guess thrown out the ring and he landed on
Mm-mm.
top of Liv
Mm-mm.
and they're like
Mm-mm.
laying there? Or is
No.
that
Yes, you're doing what I did. No, you're
oh god
confusing it
damn it
with the other match.
because they're so much alike. Ugh. Oh my
I
goodness.
caught myself. I was like, oh no, I'm going to the
Ugh.
other match. Yeah.
Oh god damn it. Well, yeah, yeah. We'll talk about that later. Okay. Oh, me and my big damn mouth. You know what? I'm gonna go backstage. I'm gonna calm down and I'm gonna go backstage and say hi to Seth. Oh, hey, Seth, what's going on? How are you? Seth is walking towards the arena, and if you look right behind him on his left hand side, once again, you see Zoe Starks, aka Evil Gina, talking with that damn Sonya Deville. Is that who that was? And then here comes Shayna once again, grabbing her and pulls her away. Again, why is Sonya so like wanting Zoe Starks? I don't understand this. We need to start getting some explanations here so that it can all make sense. How much more of these promos are we going to see, of these shots we're going to see in the background of Sonya talking to Zoe? How many times have we seen this already? And how many more times are we going to see it before we get like an explanation that makes sense as to why Sonya's so interested in the Starks? Yeah, I don't know. We get a little preview of WrestleMania 40 Behind the Curtain, which is coming out this week, everyone, July 3rd. This is Wednesday, exclusively on WWE's YouTube channel. They finally got it. All that footage. That's the reason why this premiere has been held back till now. So I'm looking forward to seeing it. It should be very good. And let's go inside the ring before we say hello to Mr. Seth freaking Rollins. And he has a lot to say. Let's hear him.
Confetti's coming down.
Open mic night, fellas.
I think it's a sign. I think it's a sign that next week at this time I will be standing here once again, one more time, World Heavyweight Champion.
Ooh, as confetti falls on him.
I want to be real with you, though, Boston.
I'm feeling those shades.
I want to be real with you because I think you'll understand where I'm coming from. I got a secret for you. I haven't said this out loud to anybody, but I want to share it with you because this is a championship city.
Boston, huh?
That's right. You got the Bruins. You got the Celtics.
Yeah.
You got the Pats. And judging by this leftover confetti here, you got the 2024 NBA champion, Boston Celtics.
Oh, that's what that was. Okay.
Title.
Uh-huh.
Damn title term.
I hate Boston.
Ooh, somebody caught the shades. Nice.
Yawn.
Okay. Okay. Let's go something.
For an incredible season.
say this because this is a championship city. You understand the secret, the thing I'm about to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
I need to win back the World Heavyweight Championship.
Of course you do. I need to win it too.
I need it. I have to have it. I cannot settle for second best. I cannot settle for anything less than a championship. And if I don't beat Damian Priest at Money in the Bank, then I don't get another crack at Priest while he's got that title.
He is hot.
And if I don't beat Priest at Money in the Bank, then I got to reevaluate who is Seth freaking Rollins.
I want to cope in the summertime.
I got to reevaluate my legacy.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about me, when the pressure is the highest, that is when I am at my very best. So this Saturday, Money in the Bank, when I take that title that Priest has been keeping warm for me since WrestleMania, not only am I going to take the title from Priest, I'm going to take Priest from the Judgment Day.
That's right.
But what I want everybody to understand is it's not my intention to break up the Judgment Day. But without the Judgment Day, Damian Priest has the opportunity to be the best version.
Say his name, and he will come.
Well, he didn't say his name.
Finn Balor of the Judgment Day, but without the Judgment Day.
That's right.
Yeah, he's sticking his nose in somebody else's business.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to one half of your new World Tag Team Champions.
Ask thy Pete today.
Mm-hmm. What are you doing here?
I should be in a good mood tonight, but I'm not. I'm in a bad mood. In fact, I'm in a real bad mood, and you want to know why I'm in a bad mood?
Why?
Because everything around here seems to be changing. What it means to be in the Judgment Day is changing. Damian Priest is changing. And you know what, Seth? I blame you. It's all your fault.
Oh, shut up, man. You know what? Damian Priest is his own man. He's making his own decisions. I don't put words in his mouth. You know what? I don't even think that you're mad at Priest for changing. I don't. You know what I think? I think you're jealous of Priest because he has the one thing that you couldn't get, and that's the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, here's the deal, Finn. My beef ain't with you, it's with Priest. But since you're out here, you want to step in my ring, I will knock your teeth right down your throat.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
El campeón.
And you see that walk? That's the I'm about to whoop your ass walk.
Judgment Day trap. All right, boys, you got one more week to be on the same side. Make it worth it. Let's go.
Yo, stop being paranoid. Nobody's setting you up. There's no trap.
This ain't a trap. This sure looks like a trap to me.
Okay. I say there's no trap. You know why? Because this is my business, and nobody else is getting involved in my business.
You hear me, boy?
Down.
Now, you're right, Seth. This is about you and me. Just you and me. You're out here trying to tell the world that my days as world champion are numbered. I can't tell you how wrong you are, Seth, because this idea that you have that you still run Monday Night Raw, those days are numbered.
Yeah.
Yo,
Is that how you
sounds like
feel?
a goddamn New Yorker so
Is that
much.
how you feel? Is that how you really feel? If that's how you feel, you know what? We ain't got to wait till Saturday to get this fight on. So let's do this thing right here, right now.
Okay, let's do this. And of course.
And again, Finn Balor dropping Rollins to the fight side. And Priest is not happy.
And Finn is like, come on, why are you standing there?
This is not what Priest wanted.
And Damian
Boy.
lift Finn up.
Boy, get your ass over here.
And Rollins now. I think Rollins caught both Balor and Priest.
And kicks the both of them.
And stop the Balor. Have a look out, Seth. And Priest is headed up. And a south of heaven chokeslam. Champion. To the number one contender. And if Priest connects with that this Saturday, all will be right in the Judgment Day and in the mind of the World
So
Heavyweight
Priest is
Champion,
consulting
Damian
with Finn. He's helping him up.
Priest did not
I thought he was gonna hit him. I thought he was gonna hit him right there. To say, I told your hard head ass that I got this. What are you doing out here? Once again, you're interfering in my business. What is going on here?
He
And
wants
not
to
for
shine.
nothing. Yeah,
Seth
he
was
wants to
right.
shine.
Seth was right when he said it. You're jealous.
Yeah, yeah. It had absolutely nothing to do with Seth. And you can hear it in the words that he was saying. He was like, this ain't about Seth at all. It's totally about Damien. And it's totally about you not having that championship belt. And it's not Seth's fault. It's your fault. Yeah. That's a mess. It's right.
More cracks in the facade. It's falling apart. It's chipping away.
Yeah.
Liv is taking it all away from Rhea. Rhea's gonna come back to nothing.
So we all know that later tonight, our main event, and there's a reason why I'm mentioning this now. Our main event for tonight is the men's Money in the Bank quali match. It's with Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus versus Dragunov. And the reason why I'm saying that now is throughout the night, we are getting these video packages, or how you say video vignettes, of all three superstars. And the first one was, in fact, let me see if I get my notes right. The first one was with Ludwig Kaiser. For some reason, he has this whole video package of him hating on Sheamus, which is 1/3 of our main event for tonight. So, yeah, very interesting that we got that vignette, I guess, to remind us as to why Ludwig is so mad, so angry, and so hating on Sheamus. Ugh. But speaking of quality match, fellas, let's talk about it. Let's talk about match number 3, which is the women's Money in the Bank quality match. This is Evil Gina, aka Zoe Starks, versus Dakota Kai and Ivy Nile. But before that match starts, we got to go backstage. We got to go backstage and see. Well, I don't have that footage. I'm sorry, but it was backstage when we was dealing with Damien and Finn, and Damien was basically helping Finn out, and he was laying on one of the crates. Damien was like, you okay? You're all right. This, that, and the third. And it was like, I got you. Whatever you need, I got you. So Damien held out his fist so he could get a dap, but Finn left him hanging. And then when Damien walked away, Finn gave him this look. I don't know if you fellas noticed that, but that was also telling in terms of what can possibly happen next week after what just happened today. Kind of like a build up. But yeah, Mundo and Jay. You can talk about that, and we can also talk about the match, the women's Money in the Bank quality match. Hit it, fellas. The mic is open. Mundo, Jay Mundo.
Jay, it's your turn. I just spoke about the other women's match, so you can take this one first.
Cool. Okay, as far as what we've seen with the Priest situation and Balor, it's just adding on to the pieces falling, as Des was stating earlier. The cookies crumbled. There's cracks, and ain't nothing gonna get really fixed until Rhea returns. So this is all but telling to be something good and spicy, and it has us fans into it, and we're all invested pretty much. So within this ladies triple threat match, I kind of like a little bit of these moves by Dakota Kai tonight. She looked a little bit, offensive with some moves. A nice little leg kick that she did slide in, and also Ivy did a nice little kick punch combo to the both of them, where she did a kick one way and a punch the other. thought that was cool. Also, a nice tornado DDT by Starks. I thought that was dope. And then Dakota hit a chiropractor. Jeez, that move? Keep it, girl, because that move could be devious in the future if you continue to be wrestling the way you are. Got a bright future with that move. Like how you did it. Then we get Kyrie Sane to come out, interfere, and try to help. But here comes Fire and Dawn taking her and just ragdolling her. And that leads to Miss Zoe Stark hitting the Z360 for the dub. Congrats to her on advancing to the, Money in the Bank ladder match. I'm very happy for her because she's, eventually got to break away from this shadow known as Shayna. Is this the start? Let's see. Mundo?
Jay, can we just say that I'm Jay, I'm talking to you.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, 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 yes.
Can we just say that this match right here was better than both the women's matches that we got on Friday on SmackDown?
Yes, for sure.
I'll put this
Because
match right next to that match that we got last week on Raw, the other
like
qualifying match.
this was one of those matches that I couldn't even pick a winner. It was very hard to be like, damn, none of these chicks really got beef with each other, so it's
Right.
it's a it's an open match.
But and as far as competing wise and wrestling wise, I thought that it was just a better match. As you said, you're not there. It's an odd couple, but every last one of those women, they came out there with a chip on their fucking shoulder for sure because they all went out and was giving it their all from jump. Like they all had their moment in the beginning of the match where they was whipping the other two women's asses, and I'm just like, wow, okay, we're competing here tonight. Okay, any other time, any other circumstance, if this wasn't a tournament for Money in the Bank, this would have been probably a bathroom match. You'd probably be like, whatever. But it wasn't. I actually really enjoyed this match between the three of these ladies. You already named all the moves and stuff that they had. I enjoyed the match in total. Yeah, that chiropractor dude, that move is really, really awesome. Dakota definitely needs to keep that. Hopefully, she'll get more opportunities, more chances to actually get a W. But as we can see, that she's looking to see, it's looking like she's about to get into a story with the women's tag team champions. So keep your head up, Dakota, on that situation. Zoe, finally, I was wishing for Shayna to get the W last week, but I see now she didn't get the W last week because you got it this week. Wasn't gonna be both of y'all in the same match because y'all are tag partners. So shout outs to Zoe for getting the W. Ivy, you got TV time in the ring, so congratulations to you for that. Overall, very, very satisfied with the match. Very satisfied with the ladies. It wasn't a whole bunch of just awkwardness like we saw on SmackDown. It's just like, oh my gosh. I really thoroughly enjoyed the match for sure. Shout outs to these ladies here. And yeah, I'm very intrigued to see who comes out the winner of the women's Money in the Bank match on Saturday. We have a pretty interesting lineup of women. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know who's going to come out. Shane?
Well said, fellas. And yeah, this is going to be very good for our women's Money in the Bank 6 are Naomi, Miss Soglo, Tiffy Time, Tiffy Stratton, Chelsea Kale Greens, and EO Blue Sky, and Lyra Vicurious, and Evil Gina, better known as Zoe Starks. Their match is this Saturday. Yes, Saturday. I get confused sometimes because there's two PLEs both on Saturday and Sunday. So Money in the Bank, and then there's NXT Heatwave Sunday. Okay, got it. Got it good. So I'm going to get my brain together, get out of this freeze mode by going to commercial break, and we will be right back with more Raw Recap here, the Three Bells Podcast.
You guys looking for a podcast? Well, this ain't no ordinary podcast. This is the Three Bells Podcast with Triple J, Mundo, and Shane O'Mac.
Acknowledge me.
Coming to you live each and every Monday night for Monday Night Raw, Tuesdays with NXT, and Friday Night SmackDown featuring WWE PPVs, news, and more. So tune in live on stereo and follow the buzzards. And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you.
Welcome back, everyone. This is the Three Bells Podcast, and tonight we are talking about tonight's Monday Night Raw. Now let's continue. So remember earlier in the night, everyone, where they had that whole opening segment, and then once again the lady eating the dress that had the package, which contained a VHS cassette tape. Well, the production truck has that tape, and they're going to play it right now for us. Let's listen.
How much longer are we going to keep doing this? What are we even doing here?
Do you honestly believe you brought them to life?
By the way, this is Bo Dallas, Uncle Howie.
I was destined to do this.
Do you think you're special?
Special. Special implies that others are not. That there's others that are less than, that deserve to be forgotten. We're the ones that everybody wanted to forget about. We're the ones that everybody abandoned. We made them notice us.
There you are. How do you believe you can bring the victim to life?
They weren't chosen. Just willing. Clay in the hands of the potter. Died to the flesh to become something beautiful. They've become a family. We've become a family. Even now, there's false prophets berating, belittling their family for their own gain. It's disgusting. They must pay for their sins.
Uh-oh.
And you think this is your responsibility?
I am the voice of the reckoning.
I am the reckoning.
I'm nobody.
I am all of us.
I set them free. I freed them from the cave.
I am nobody. I gave them a family.
I made them beautiful.
I am all of them. I am the reckoning.
And it's just Bo by himself. Walking.
I set them free.
Now we see Uncle Howie.
There you are.
The most interesting line that I got out of that was false prophets belittling their own family for their own gain. Automatically, I'm like, that is Chad Gable, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
That line's, that really, really stuck out to me. And then everything else in the beginning, he was just sounding like Bray. Like, how Bray was just going off the cuff and you just like, what? Okay, this is some deep shit. But like,
But let me ask you this. Now that, like, the way I was getting all of this and thinking about it is, like, the scenario that happened with Chad, I have a feeling is not Howdy that's going after Chad. I think he's gonna unleash one person at a time and designate them a wrestler. So somebody eventually will lead to Chad. I think there's two other people in question that we could think of when you're thinking about families. And I would think Dom, and I would think Jay, because they both had situations that had to deal with their families as well. So I got a feeling like, Chad is the first family guy, and one of these, like the way they gave us the vignette, and not the vignette, but the way they showed the background wherever Chad was at, there was a member of the group. I feel one would just pop out eventually and grab him, and that'll be his first opponent. Shit like that. That's what I got from it.
interesting. So you would, okay, I get it. Like with Chad, he fits that bill. I would say not Jay, but and I guess not anymore Roman because he'll be coming back as the face. But Solo, if you're gonna go down that road by belittling his family for his own personal gain, beating up Jimmy, just so he can be tribal chief.
That's another way you
Yeah.
could think of too.
Wow.
The way they have
Yeah,
us
it's
interested in this shit.
yeah. I don't know if you guys saw it. Like, there's just like last week, there's you have audience people that's in the audience that they shot the whole segment so you can get like the audience response, and they all gasped. It was a loud gasp when they had the that wide shot of both of them, and then Uncle Howdy faded, and it was just Bo by himself. It was like the crowd even got it at that moment. It's somewhere on Twitter under WWE Raw. That's where I got most of these clips from. It's very interesting to see how the audience react to the video as it's being played. And
Yeah,
whoever shot it, shout out to them. They shot the whole thing from beginning to end. It's very
because
interesting.
I sent the video up to you guys over the weekend of the audience's reaction to last week's video and how the entire arena went quiet. Like it was not one sound while that video was playing.
Right.
And then everybody was gasping and just in awe at the same time. And then it went back to be quiet. That is amazing to me that you can do that in a live arena. Like literally everybody was quiet. You can hear one person yelling, just to say that they yell because you can
Right.
hear them. I was just like, wow.
That's some power. That's powerful right there. That's really powerful. And because everybody was just like glued to every word that was being said because it was important. And this guy, he's coming from someplace real deep that a regular superstar can't do because this is real personal. You're talking about his brother here and continuing his legacy. Can you imagine the feeling of saying all of these lines and like literally almost becoming him? But you don't want to be him, but you're his brother. So it just automatically comes that he is in you. Oh, this is so deep, y'all. This is deep. But yeah, to definitely be continued with this, definitely. Man, oh man. Let's go into the ring. We're talking about calming down from this high of like just a trip, this crazy trip that we're going through, courtesy of the Wyatt Six. Let's do a match. This is match number 4, fellas. It's father versus son. It's Rey Mysterio versus Dirty Dom Mysterio. Hola, Jay. We can start with you, and then me llamo Mundo. Chime in afterwards. Mm-hmm.
This was the Modelo fight of the night. So we get
The
Father
what?
versus Modelo fight of the night.
What do you mean, the beer
Cause
Modelo?
yeah, it had a big Modelo on the top left corner when they showed the fight. Even Cole
Really?
announced it. Yeah, Cole announced it.
Oh, oh,
Man,
cool.
they
Shout out to
sponsored the
Modelo.
fight.
Yeah,
Man,
shout out to Modelo. They're still the number one beer. Yes, it used to be Budweiser, and then Modelo. They
they creep
came number
too.
one after that whole controversy with that spokesperson that Bud Light had. People were throwing
Mm,
away their Bud Lights, and Modelo. They took advantage, and they became the top selling beer in the country. Wonder if they still are. Yeah, if they are, thanks to WWE, I tell you that much. Jay, continue. Hit it.
yes, yes. Love me some Modelo, even though I still like Corona better. But also, within this match, with father versus son, Dom drop kicked him, started gloating too much, and then Daddy decides to wanna stomp his son in the face, and doesn't hurt Corona outside the ring. So later on, Dom starts pounding him, and you can hear him signal to the crowd saying, "I run this bitch." So um, Liv comes out, and while she comes out, Dom does a nice little catapult and turned it into a half crab. That's a move you should keep. As you know, same way I said about in the earlier match with Dakota Kai, Dom, that catapult, keep it. Love how you transitioned it into that crab. So Liv decided also to pull out Dom from a 619. And Ray decides to do a move in which Dom falls right on top of Liv, and I'm just like, oh, oh my God. The PG era is slowly disappearing because that was some wild boy ish right there. I wrote on my paper, woo, woo. Huh. So here comes Selena, and she comes to start beating up Liv, and here comes the 619 by Dom. Liv gets taken out yet again because she's seen that Selena was up on the ropes. So Ray wins this one off of a 619 master, off of a 619 that he did. And we can imagine now at the end of this match that Liv made Dom lose, but she made Finn and JD win. Bad, bad move. So this is why it leads to earlier when Dom talked about, you know, speaking with Rhea, and Priest said what he said. Like, look, Rhea's mad. And this is another reason to make Rhea even more mad with you continuously losing and now falling on top of this girl and liking it. And the signature by Rhea is mommy's always on top. And now look what just happened. Dirty was on top. Mm-mm-mm. This is a story. This is a soap opera that we could all sit back and watch as if it was, you know, old school Channel 7, and we're watching All My Children or some One Life to Live, because whew, this is deep.
All right, Jay with this PG is slowly ending, but yet gives us a PG version. God damn it, fuck that. What happened was Rey Mysterio hit Dom with a baseball slide out the ring, and Dom fell right on top of Liv as if he was about to take her to Pound Town. He was about to pound that shit. And then you think back to a few weeks ago when she fell on top of him and she was riding him like a goddamn cowgirl. So tonight he was on top of her, and then he slowly looked down at her. She was grabbing his hair, looking up at him like, yeah, yeah. And then he slowly gets up like, goddamn, hold on a second, I might nut too fast. And then next thing you know, Pop came. He came and it was like, look, not right now. You know, God damn it, stop this shit. Stop it. Cock blocking like a motherfucker. But yeah, Dom was about to take her ass to Pound. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's what we saw. He was about to take her ass to Pound Town, and she was waiting for it. She wanted that first stroke. God damn it. And it seems like Zelina always finds her way when that happens. Like, bitch, you a cock blocker to cut the shit out. Mind your business. Get your own Dom. Even though she claims she don't want it. But anyway, it was a good match overall. Pops won 619 to the face with the splash and got her done at the end. Great job, Mysterios. Oh, and also Pops almost hurt his own damn son when he gave him that crossbody splash and he fell in his face. He couldn't help it, but he had to check on his son. Like, you okay, Poppy? You okay? But yeah, shout out to Ray.
Yes, good match indeed. Yes, a very interesting match, a very interesting little porn scene there for the little kiddies to look at and to remember. Yeah. But as a man, that is not how you top a woman, by being in that riding position. But then again, if you didn't see the hands, you would think that he was riding on her, but he was trying to get up, and she was at the same time pulling him down with his arms. So I guess that's why, for a second, it kind of looked like she had a strap on. Personally, that's what it looked like to me. But
she wanted him to go deeper, Shane.
Yeah, I understand that, but that's not how, because he was sitting on her.
Oh yeah, she wanted him to titty fuck her. That's what she wanted. Or let me not. I mean, it's 3 bells after dark anyway. Yeah. So she wanted him to titty fuck her, or just like come up to her face and just fuck her face. That's what she was aiming for. But then Pops came. He was like, hey, your mother in the other room. What is wrong with you?
Okay. Yeah. How could you have sex in your parents' house? And your father's there. Like, you got cold busted with your father there. That's oh man. Can you imagine that, getting caught making love? I can say that I have not had that happen to me. That's me knocking on wood, saying thank goodness for that.
Right.
Ugh. But first off, congratulations to them on that win. Once again, another story to be continued and to look at. But here's another story. This is something I guess I forgot to play, but we're going to play it now. Let's go into this restaurant. They're inside a restaurant,
catering,
inside the arena. Oh, is that what it is? Is catering? Okay.
Yeah.
This is a nice little catering hall. Yeah, this is a nice catering hall that they have here in the arena in Boston.
Why do you think they don't be minding about sitting there asking catering all damn day?
Well, with amenities like that, it's like, well, since we're not going to be in a ring, since we're not going to have a story, we might as well just cheer here. We're getting paid, so
right. Shit.
Give us a good catering hall. Give us some good food, beef Wellington and, shrimp lale, or some tacos. It's Taco Monday. So anyway, we are here at the table with Chad Gable, and Mr. Otis. And he's having his supper. How dare you interrupt a man while he have his supper? What the hell you got to say to me as I'm eating?
I know I've been critical of you lately, critical of your choices. Called you stupid, a disappointment, a blubbering idiot. But look, I know those things were hurtful.
Of course they were.
I know you hate me.
Of course I do.
I don't hate you. We're not helping you. This is not our problem. This is yours.
That's right.
You're right, but they're after me now. Who knows who's next? It could be Tozawa. It could be Maxine. It could be you. Just know that if that happens, I'll be there. I'll have your back. Because you're my #1 guy.
I don't believe it.
I'll be there.
Everything's great.
Who were those other wrestlers that were back there in catering? I couldn't quite tell who that was. Also, was like someone in a red jacket.
The regular folks.
Right, which is why we don't know them.
The regulars. That's where they're assigned to. All right, this is what everybody's assignment is for today. You 5 and 10 people over here, catering. Everybody else, be prepared to be on TV. Break.
Yeah, background. There you go. Background.
Wait. Out of the 10 people we got in catering, 5 of you are going to be in the background when we do a scene where somebody's walking through the back, and you're just going to be there.
Yeah.
Like that. Remember when Drew was carrying CM Punk? You saw mad people that you haven't seen in mad long standing on the side. Like, oh, that's where you've been at. Okay. Oh,
okay. You've been holding ladders and moving crates and loading the truck.
That's why the ring is like that.
Yeah. And you the one that grabbed the VHS cassette tape and brought it to the production. Yeah. I mean, they're getting paid, so use them, goddammit. Don't just have them stand there.
Right.
Like, have them do stuff.
Who was it that I sent you a video of? It was Maven and current. It was like the most recent WWE superstars that got released, and they explained how that works. Like, they get the same paycheck regardless if they perform or not. It's like, shit. If I'm getting paid, what? How much are they getting? They was getting paid a good amount of money just to do nothing. And it's like, who would complain? That's why I get why Shinsuke doesn't give a shit. Like, those checks and keep cashing. I'm good. Because whether I'm performing or not, I'm still getting paid the same. And then whether I'm selling shirts, I'll have to sell shirts at a crazy amount in order for me to get residuals from that. So I get it. I wish I could do that.
Yeah. Especially now as compared to back in like the 80s or 90s, because it's like now not only do you have, merch like, t-shirts and bags and cups and even phone covers, and not to mention video games, not to mention all the stuff that they have online. There's so many products out there for each superstar to make money out of. And I guess by you being in the ring, you're kind of promoting yourself and giving reason for people to buy your merch. If you're not in the ring a lot and you have merch, it's like, well, shit, who are you, Shane O'Mac? I don't know who you are. I've never seen you in the ring. What's your finishing move? The freaking the Gremlins mac and cheese? Like, what? I don't know what it is that you do.
What's the entrance music sound like?
Right. Do you even have one? Like, what is your, like...
Do you just start the match in the ring?
Yeah. Do you have like 50 people that follows you when you're doing, and you're walking around to house music talking about a house party?
Yo, would you take Shane, if they came to Brooklyn, it was like they needed somebody to come and just be in the ring and get beat up, by Braun Breaker or somebody like that, and I think they'll pay you $1,000 just for the night. Would you do it?
If it's someone like Braun Breaker, yes.
They'll be like, all right, and in this corner over here, Shane O'Mac. And then the bell
I get
rings,
one clap.
Yeah.
I get one clap, and it's from Jay. He's like, "Yeah, I know him. That's my dude."
I'm on the other. I'm right next to Jay. I'm like, hell yeah, Braun, beat his ass.
Oh, wow! That's a mess.
Jay, would you do it, Jay?
Hell yeah!
Take that quick $1,000 for what 3 seconds or whatever the hell it is. You just put on some underwear and some boots and be like, all right, let's go.
Hell yeah!
Can you imagine?
I'll be what you call it. I'll be a hit. That I'll be having autograph sessions. That can make some extra money.
I got beat up by Braun Breaker in Brooklyn.
Exactly.
Jay
This is
would
me
be
right
wearing
there.
some underwear, and the elastic is unelastic. He can't hold up his shorts.
Oh wait,
he gets punched in the stomach. They fall.
Jay, you would have your mask on?
Yep.
Of course. It'd be the black and white cookie.
They were like, this luchador right here. he can't jump, he can't fly, he can't do anything.
He's just there, ladies and gentlemen. Triple J. Yay.
Nah, that would be epic, yo. And oh man,
it'd be like Glass. It'd be like Glass Joe. You're literally like the first guy in the Mike Tyson Punch Out game. There, you're like, yay.
Oh my
That's wow, Jay, you really doing the soundtrack of the Mike Tyson Punch Out game?
Yeah,
wow.
Remember the last time he played the damn thing.
Nah,
don't give him no ideas.
And please don't.
You know what it was?
I need my ears for tomorrow.
You know what it was?
No ideas.
Nah.
What was it?
The thing was that Rick, he had played one of the videos, and he said that the guy with the blonde hair on Mike Tyson's Punch Out, he said that looks like Ludwig Kaiser. And that's what, he played it like the other day for me, and I was like, oh my God. You gotta be kidding me. So that's what, like, the song was just literally right in my head off the rip.
No, I'm laughing at the silence. Yeah.
The silence is that reminds me of you, Shane. The silence. You can do it. I can do it.
You can do it. You can do it.
The silence can do it.
The silence can do it.
The silence, my gosh, the silence tonight is just taking over the show. That was a funny moment. I just thought of the Three Bells funny moment. Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the power of silence. Mm-hmm.
What happened to you? I thought you was getting a cricket sound. You want me to
play this? Okay. What is it? Do you know what this is? All right. Yeah, for some reason the executives, Mundo and Jay, they gave me this clip and asked me to play it like now. So I'm like, okay. So let's see what this mystery clip is of the night.
This ain't gonna work, guys. I don't like this. Look, Saturday night. Let's have some Master of the Bank shirts printed up, all right? For after I win.
Look at that
merch. Flying off the shelves. There they are.
Hey, Chad, is everything all right?
Everything's great. Sometimes it just takes a little talking to for the big man get his mind right.
Ooh.
Aye, aye, mates.
R2.
Myth. Hey.
I missed them on TV.
Man, I've been thinking all last week how to make it up to you, man, for what happened, man. I'm sorry, man. I got you this. It had a B on it. I know you from Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? I know you like the Browns. When I saw the B on it, I knew it had your name all on it. You know what I'm saying?
You gave him a Boston Red Sox title.
Browns title. Boston Red Sox title. Baseball team.
I thought the Browns was the football team.
They are a team, like you and I. And you know what teammates do? They discuss giving away title matches. Truth, we had something going. Awesome Truth was reborn. We did the unthinkable at WrestleMania and won the World Tag Team titles, and then you go ahead and gift a title match to the people that made your life a living hell for an entire year? Man, we lost our titles. Don't you get that?
Right. And now you're not on TV.
To take those titles to SummerSlam, my hometown, in a place that I dreamt about performing since I was little. And I wanted to have that moment with you.
Sorry, Miz. And there go Andre.
Liz, I was talking the truth earlier, and it's pretty damn obvious that I'm not the only one around here that's got a bone to pick with the Judgment Day.
Let's do something about it.
It needs to be handled immediately. I've had enough of it.
What are they going to do? Are they going to get back on TV? Will there be a 6-man tag match? We'll find out.
Oh, was that my cue? I missed my cue. There you go. Much better than how Jay said it. And no oomph to it. Dun, dun, dun. Stay tuned.
It reminded me a little bit of Speed Racer. It's always a cliffhanger on the show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that you could tune in for the next time.
Like, is the Mach 5 going to crash? Will he tell his parents this? Is the monkey in there?
Nice.
Let me not hold up the show anymore because, you see the time.
Yes, we still have a couple things to talk about with the show. Then we got a couple of news clips, and we got birthdays of the week. That's right. And we got a special announcement that we want to make. You don't want to miss that. So let's continue. There is yet another video package, aka vignette. This time is of Sheamus. And after that, we are in the ring for a promo courtesy of our current IC champion, Mr. Sami Zayn.
Not gonna lie, I feel pretty good tonight, Boston.
Standing on the steps.
To walk back into this arena as the Intercontinental Champion.
Man, somebody needs to get him like a goddamn.
Now look, when I won the Intercontinental Championship,
something.
I said I wanted to defend it against anyone, anytime. But now we know the next challenge is set. Money in the Bank, Toronto, Ontario, Canada. It's Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker.
Yay.
The fans
now,
are
look,
ooh.
I'm not stupid, okay? I hear the buzz. I hear the chatter.
Mm-hmm.
It seems that everybody seems to think that Braun Breaker is going to run right through me.
Yep.
Hey,
The
I
fans
get
are,
it.
yeah.
I get it. I get why people would think that. You take one look at him. The guy's an athletic freak. He's strong as hell. He's fast as hell. And he's breaking guys in half every week on Monday Night Raw, week in, week out. So I'm going to just say this once, as plainly as I can, just to make sure that I am not misunderstood. I am going to beat Braun Breaker at Money in the Bank.
Lots of confidence.
Mm-hmm.
I take nothing away from Braun Breaker, and I acknowledge his meeting.
Ah, shit. Say his name and
say my name, say my name.
For the unpredictable badass.
Hey, get smoke.
Braun Breaker.
Just notice that he has smoke. Shout out to
What a
him.
physical specimen. The number one contender for the Intercontinental Championship.
Look at him. He just looks ready.
Does he? Does he really?
He just looks ready to just break.
The crowd's behind him, which is a good thing already.
Listen, Sammy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You gained a little bit of my respect last week because everyone else back there is afraid of me. They see me coming in the hallway, they turn around, they go the other direction, but not you. You actually came to find me and challenge me to a fight. You gave me an opportunity at the Intercontinental Championship, which tells me two things. One, you got guts. Two, you have no idea what you're in for. On Saturday, at Money in the Bank, all that respect, all that stuff, it's out the window because in this ring, I'm going to beat you down. I am going to break you and decimate you in this ring and become the new Intercontinental Champion.
With confidence.
Yeah. That'll be a hell of a rookie year for him.
Do you know how many guys have said that they're going to beat me down, that they're going to break me in half? Huh? Do you know how many guys have done that? How many times I have been beaten down? How many times I have been broken in half? It's happened 1,000 times, and 1,000 times I have put myself back together. And that is the difference between me and all these guys that you run through every week, is that I get back up every single time. And if you don't believe me, the proof is right here.
He's not lying.
So you want this? You want this? I want you to want it, Braun. I want you to try and take it away from me. I want you to try your very best. But here's the thing. If I really have to stand in this ring and tell you about who I am, it tells me that maybe you haven't done your homework. That maybe you are not as smart as you think you are.
Go back to school, young man. Go back to
Just
school.
maybe you're not as good as you think you are. I will see you at Money in the Bank.
Last night, Pete Dunay!
Okay. And Braun, he drops this mic. He's like, yeah, okay. Yeah. Rub his chin, turns around, walks out towards the ring, and a flash is a spear. Fellas, I did not see that spear coming. It was so fast.
And that shit was stiff as fuck.
Oh,
The sudden impact of Breaker. And just that.
It just leaves him in the middle of the ring. But it goes on past that, right, fellas?
Yep.
Yeah.
Kindly explain, because I don't have the audio. So you guys can explain what happened. What happened?
Well, we got that good old camera view again from above the ring, like 2 weeks ago. And this motherfucker decides to take off and run halfway around the ring, aiming at Sammy, but Sammy leapfrogs over him as if he was a football player, and Braun runs right into the damn steel steps. And now Sammy and him are going back and forth outside the ring. Sammy gets him in the ring and drops him with the, what do you call that shit? The exploder into the corner. And then it looks like Sammy is about to hit him with the haluva kick. And then Braun spears his ass again. Shuts it all down. And it looks very bad because, I mean, usually the champion, whoever the champion is defending a title going into a pay-per-view, usually looks pretty strong going into the pay-per-view. Excuse me. Ooh. But Sammy did not get that tonight. Like how Priest did, he did not. He looked bad. He looked like he's going to get his ass whipped on Saturday.
Yeah. That spear was lethal. And he did it to him how many times? Like, he did it twice. I know for sure. I know once he missed and he hit the steps.
He got him twice.
Yeah. Ooh wee. That's going to be some match, fellas, right, Jane?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can kind of see who already has the leg up on everything. And shit, yo, I just like the camera view that they gave us of it because it went overhead, and you saw how fast Braun was just running around that ring. He was like, shit. Imagine him doing that, and then having Braun Strowman running right behind that, and just catching the next person after the spears happened already. Oh my god! I think somebody's body would just rip in half because of some shit like that.
He's the perfect guy to do it.
And if you want to counter it, then you could do the Kaiser one And Kaiser runs with the knee kick.
Yeah. We shall see. We shall see. My money is on Breaker, but Sammy will definitely give him a hard match. He's going to give him a hard time of a win. It's going to be a hell of a match because you have brute strength versus how you say it, like a determination, a will not to quit, a way. And this is the cool thing about Sammy. He has this way of you like just beating the living hell out of him. And for some reason, everybody like celebrates, and he uses that time to quickly recuperate. And out of nowhere, he just gets this energy and he just keeps on fighting. It's like no matter what you put on this guy, there's always showboating, there's always gloating, there's always a yeah, I got him now. Okay, so pin him, bitch. What the fuck you waiting for? But nope, here we go. By the time like 2 hours later, now you finally want to pin him, but he has all of this strength again, and the match continues to a point where that last bit of strength he uses it against you because your ego was taken over, because you thought he could win, because you thought he was such a punk, and he plays you and he winds up winning. And that's the reason why he is our current IC champion. He may not be as strong, but he's smarter and he knows how to rationalize his strength and know when to use the maximum of it and when to use the minimum of it. So this is going to be a good match, a very good match. But my money is going to be on Breaker. So we shall see. We should continue to see. Before we continue, we were reminded that the Bloodline Acknowledgement Ceremony, remember that from Friday's SmackDown? As we speak, now has over 60 million views across all of WWE's social platforms. And it is the most viewed segment of any show from Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, and including the post-WrestleManias. That is pretty cool. But then again, we understand because we got to see something that me personally, I thought I would never see ever in my life, and that's to see Paul Heyman go through a table. That was just like the fact that he was willing to do that. Oh man, that's just beautiful. 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 Let's go backstage. Backstage, we are with Damage Control. And more interesting enough, with Dakota. What happened, Dakota? Tell us why you're mad. What happened?
No. Plans stay the same, right? You're still going to win the Money in the Bank rebate, but to be honest with you, I am so sick and tired of people getting involved in damage control business. Right, you have Alba, Isla. Speak of the devil, what are you doing here?
So confident when it's all three of you together, but you can't climb that ladder for you.
No.
And guess what? I'm just gonna get up there faster than you.
Slyro.
No. You're not even gonna make it to Money in the Bank.
Oh, look out!
Who the hell was that? Was that Caden and
who was that?
I don't know. It happened too damn fast for me. Was that?
Yeah, that was CNC.
Oh, okay, that was Caden and Katana.
Oh, really? I thought it was.
I saw Lyra.
Yeah, we saw Lyra. I don't know. That screams. That scream sound like it was Oscar or somebody. I don't know. Because at first, for a second, I said it can't be Io. She's right there. It sounded like a noise that Io or Oscar or one of them would make. You know.
Well, Oscar, I don't think it was Oscar. Oscar's hurt.
Oscar's hurt, but it was just. Just that scream was just.
Yeah, I think, because they got a lot of smoke with mad different people because they done fucked mad people over at once, so everybody want them.
Mm-hmm.
Because at first I thought it was Isla and whatever the other one name is, the champs. Because I'm like, didn't they just come after them during the match? And now it looked like Caden and Carter.
Well, yeah, I think it is because there's the 3-on-3 match next week.
Oh, there's the 3-on-3 match next week?
Yeah, it's Lyra and CNC Music Factory versus the Damage Control.
All right, so then that answers the question right there, who it was.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I didn't know Jay, but apparently has better eyes than I do because I didn't know who it was till they showed the graphic as to who was fighting next week. So I said, "Oh, okay, it's CNC. That makes sense. That's who it was." So, moving forward, we have our final video package of Mr. Dragunov. You know, the usual, how they got there and what they're gonna do. You know, to get us amped up for our main event, which is where we are right now. Main event, match number 5. It's the men's Money in the Bank quali match. Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus and versus Dragunov. Fellas, take it away. Jay and then Mundo. What's up? What happened in the main event?
Ooh, this was a main event that delivered from every single angle because we got Mr. Banger after banger. We got the Scottish psychopath, and then we got the Russian missile guy. Oh, you will see in the beginning clearly that Drew and Sheamus wasn't getting along. So Ilya decided to say, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna just take this guy out. I'm gonna take Drew out and start kicking. But then he gets clothesline. But then he's like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna just start chopping him. Sidekick, more chops. You're like, shit. Ilya is definitely looking really good, taking control. Then he did a spinning backbreaker. Sheamus did a spinning backbreaker to Ilya and then did it real quick to Drew, which was the Irish Curse backbreaker. And Sheamus decides to get tossed outside and catches Drew for the 10 beats. Not bad. So now we get more chops and more chops from Ilya. And then the H bomb to Sheamus outside the ring from Ilya. Whew. And then a senton to Drew. And then another H bomb. And then when we come back from commercial, we get I called it a super double German suplex because we got a suplex and a German in one shot, and that shit was nice. Then, you can see that the ring buckled as well. Then Drew hits Ilya with a nice Glasgow kiss. You could hear the crack when he did it. And then still Ilya responds with a torpedo Moscow. You're like, shit, nothing could really hurt this guy. He just continues to fight and fight and fight. But then here comes Mr. Sheamus with a bro kick. And Drew decides to not like what's going on and says, you know what? I'm going to take this guy out the ring. And tosses Ilya, beats his ass outside the ring. And Drew, good win. Hit the Claymore. And you are going to Money in the Bank as the last man in. Mm, mm, mm. Another reason to get punked this weekend. I can't wait to see how this happens. But other than that, good win for Mr. Drew. And Ilya, you put up a good one tonight. I give it to you.
There's silence again. Silence. Silence. This silence is brought to you by silence.
I was trying to gather myself because I'm trying to think like, what can I say?
Right, especially when Jay said it all, right?
Yeah. Only correction I want to make to what he said was how the match started. The match started off with what do you call it? Sheamus and Drew arguing with each other, and Ilya's like, well, you're not going to ignore me. So he comes walking up to them, and then Drew just pushes him, like, get the fuck out of here. This has nothing to do with you, youngin'. And they get back to arguing again. And then Ilya's like, what the fuck? So he goes back over to them again, and then Drew pushes him again, like, motherfucker, get the fuck out of here, little kid. Like, this is between two grown-ass men. You stay the fuck out of this. It's nothing to do with you. And then they go back to arguing again, and that's when Ilya was like, you know what, fuck this, and kicked the shit out of Drew, and Drew came out the ring. But other than that, everything that Jay said was spot on. I have nothing to add to that. It was a hell of a match, hard-hitting match all around. All three individuals gave their all. But and we all knew that Drew had to win this match because in order for him to get screwed over again on Saturday, he has to be a part of the match. But they did a hell of a job competing and making it seem like it wasn't going to go his way, even though it did in the end. So shout outs to those three competitors for putting on a hell of a main event. It lived up to the main event moniker. And I think it might have been the best match of the night. So shout outs to those three individuals right there.
Well said. Awesome. Awesome. That, ladies and gentlemen, is our recap of Monday Night Raw, July 1st, 2024. We're going to take a quick commercial break and we will return. We're going to do our news clips as well as birthdays, and we're going to finally reveal our special announcement. You don't want to miss it. We'll be back right after this.
You guys looking for a podcast? Well, this ain't no ordinary podcast. This is the Three Bells Podcast with Triple J, Mundo, and Shane O'Mac.
Acknowledge me.
Coming to you live each and every Monday night for Monday Night Raw, Tuesdays with NXT, and Friday Night SmackDown featuring WWE PPVs, news, and more. So tune in live on stereo and follow the buzzards. And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you.
Welcome back, everyone. This is the Three Bells Podcast, our Monday Night Raw edition. So with that being said, it is now time for some news. Let's hit the news table and see what is going on. This is just a couple of quick news clips that we're going to put together for you. And there's something else playing for some reason, okay? Audio guy, wake up. Okay, here we go. So we like to say congratulations to Angelo Dawkins, one half of the Street Profits. For over the weekend, he got married to his longtime girlfriend, Grace Rousseau. And I give you one guess as to who officiated the service. That's right, Reverend Dr. Pastor Montez Ford. He officiated the service. Congratulations, Dawkins. And also congratulations to Dawkins again and Grace, for she is pregnant, so she is expecting very soon. Also like to say happy 3-year anniversary to Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. Yeah, 3 years. Congratulations. Also, in terms of Ricochet, Ricochet has officially ended his tenure with the WWE. A move that many people had already saw coming. We saw this coming. And they said that he wrapped up his time at WWE in June. And speculations is that he could be heading to AEW. And WWE has moved Ricochet from their active roster page on their website to their alumni section, officially marking the end of his chapter with the company. Good luck, Ricochet. Speaking of good lucks, Dijak. Remember him from NXT and then moved to Raw? He is also in the alumni section. And believe it or not, he was seen at AEW's Forbidden Door PLE last night. Could he be with AEW? And he was also with another circuit also. It's Blitzkrieg Pro Wrestling. Hope I said that right. He showed up there as well. Those are your news clips, everyone, for this weekend. Mundo and Jay, are there any news or anything that you would like to share at this time before we move forward?
Well, I found out along with Shayna Baszler being at Bloodsport Brooklyn, just announced the Creed brothers are going to be there as well. Stay tuned.
Nice. Nice. Mundo, anything from you?
Nope.
Nope. That's our news. Cool. So with that being said, we're going to start my favorite portion of the night and for the week. Happy birthdays! Hey, hey, hey. If you're celebrating a birthday this week, we like to say happy birthday. For you also celebrated with these superstars. Yesterday, Alicia Fox. She celebrated her birthday. She turned 38. And our undisputed champion, Cody Rhodes, celebrated also. He's 39. And celebrating this week, we all know him. The best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. Bret Hart. He's going to turn 67. And remember Too Cool, Scotty Too Hottie? Mm-hmm. He's going to turn 51. And Barry Windham, old school fighter, he turns 64. And Adam Cole, baby, he's celebrating also. He's going to turn 35. And for some of you old schoolers, for the golden era, Hillbilly Jim, he's going to turn 72. And from the Attitude Era, big man Lars Sullivan, he's going to turn 36. And a couple of heavenly birthday shout outs to the Terry Funk, born 1944 and passed away just last year, in 2023, at the age of 79. And of course, we have to say thanks to this guy because he started it all and even helped out Vince McMahon. It's Vincent J. McMahon Sr., born 1914 to 1984 at the age of 69. Those are our superstar birthdays, everyone. We'd like to say happy birthday to them and happy birthday to all of those superstars that are in your hearts. Mundo and Jay, are there any birthday shout-outs or celebrations you would like to share this time?
I just want to give a shout out to my best friend's mom, Mama Kim. Happy birthday to you. Her birthday was June 30th, but yet she knows how to party, so she's going to celebrate her birthday all the way to July 30th. So it's going to be happy birthday to you for the next 4 weeks. Love you, Mom. And hopefully you enjoy your birthday and all of the other days that you will claim as your birthday as well. Love you.
On my
Happy birthday.
Unfortunately, there's nobody's birthday that I know. But I heard it was Missy Elliott's birthday today as well. So I'll give a shout out to Missy Misdemeanor Elliott. Happy birthday.
Happy
Oh,
birthday,
and
Missy.
I forgot, since I won't be here on Friday, I want to give an early birthday shout out to my sister-in-law, Donna. Birthday is on July 3rd. My brother-in-law, Ray, his birthday is July 4th. My auntie, Trish, her birthday is July 4th. So shout outs to y'all. Shout out to my cousin, Tanya. Her birthday is July 7th. And my cousin, Laquan. I'm celebrating their birthdays this Friday. That's why I will not be here for SmackDown. But yes, shout outs to all of my July birthdays coming up. Love y'all. Love y'all. Love y'all.
Happy birthday, everyone. Happy birthday. All right. So, as I mentioned earlier, we have a surprise announcement, and we are going to deliver it to you in form of a commercial. So, Mr. Sound Guy, if you have that commercial, now would be the time to play it. Do you have it queued up? You have it ready? You do? Okay. And this is the first of many times that you're going to hear this special announcement. Hit it.
Hey, guess what? The Three Bells Podcast Friday Night SmackDown Recap is moving. Beginning Friday, July 19th, the new home of the Friday Night SmackDown Recap will be aired live on YouTube and Facebook. Just go on the Three Bells Podcast Facebook or YouTube page and click the live link to join in on the action.
Woohoo!
All right, good job, audio person. That
Yes, shout out to them.
That must be some AI shit right there, huh? I was on mute that whole time, but that sounded like me. Good job, audio people. The best in the biz.
Yeah, fellas. So, yeah, in case that one person didn't hear it, our SmackDown episodes is going to be on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. What do you guys? How do you guys feel about that? I mean, it's a step up, isn't it?
Yes, it is. July 19th. That is the week of our 100th episode, which will be here on stereo on Monday Night Raw. In our first episode of SmackDown after the 100th episode of the Three Bells Podcast will be live on Facebook and YouTube. That'll be fun. It'll be different. I'm happy. That's progression right there. And then eventually, I'm pretty sure we're going to move Monday Night Raw and NXT on over as well once we get things up and running on that end.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So basically, each and every one of you that is listening to us right now on stereo, you can simply go to either our Facebook page or our YouTube page because we're gonna go live on both of those pages at the same time, starting on Friday. The same time, starting on Friday. Go ahead.
July 19th.
Mm-hmm. At what time?
It would be 10:15 as 10:15. Always.
Mm-hmm.
Jay, how do you feel about that, Jay? You're so overwhelmed that you're so quiet. I know. It's going to be fun, right, Jay? Right, Jay?
Yes, it will be quite fun,
What the hell did he just say? It sounded like it sounded like a different language. What?
Yeah.
Did you try to say catch that Pichune?
He's like, no, stereo.
I said this will be quite fun,
Fun A or fun A?
Fun A. FUNEH.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You sound like you said fun knee. Yeah, that's...
You lost me on that one. I'm sorry. Hate to be the party pooper, but you know what? Okay.
There we go. Hot potato. Hey.
To lighten the mood.
Smooth hot potato.
And cut.
There you go. Woohoo. Good job.
So once again,
man.
girls, and guys, once again, the Three Bells Podcast SmackDown Recap Show that airs usually on Fridays here on stereo will be moving to Facebook and YouTube Live starting July 19th at 10:15 p.m. Be there. Be there. We got a whole lot of new pony tricks and everything like that. So, yeah, be there.
That's in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 whole weeks. Cool, man. So, meanwhile, because we're at the end of our show, but before we end this and all of our shows, we ask that simple question. What is your Three Bells match and or moment of the night? We're going to start with, I hear a ding dong. Why is there a ding dong? Because we have a message. Let's play this message quick, fast. Message. And then we will hear from Jay and then Mundo with your match and moment of the night.
Yeah, I want to
Message says,
congratulate y'all for growing the platform. That's dope, man. I fucking love it. I can't wait. Hopefully, I can catch a couple more episodes now that I got a little time off. I'll be able to stay up a little bit later.
cool, man. Shout out to Coast, man. Thank you so much for leaving a message and tuning in, man. We really appreciate you being here and appreciate your message. Thank you so much.
What's good, Coast? What up? What up? What up? Good looks, Coast. Yeah, man. Definitely would love for you to plug in, tune in on Facebook, YouTube. You know, we're just trying to make this thing bigger and bigger and bigger, man. Shout outs to you for helping this happen. As always, you're always gonna get your flowers on that, bro.
Cool. So Jay hit it and Mundo to follow. Match your moment.
My match of the night will go to our. Well, you know what? It's not even gonna be that. I am gonna go out on a limb and say, hmm, hmm, hmm. You know what? Fuck it. I will go with the main event. Yeah, Sheamus versus Drew versus Dragunov. That match delivered on all angles, and everybody was just hitting away. Love how Ilya did his moves in there. He looks like a seasoned vet as a rookie. And shout out to Drew for winning. My moment of the night was literally when Dom fell right on top of Liv, and it went from PG to X-rated. Mm, mm, mm.
All right. Shout outs to Pound Town. And my match of the night is gonna be the same match, the main event. Like I said, I said it in my little speech. That was the best match of the night, without a doubt. And my moment of the night, completely off track, but it was that little snippet of the WrestleMania 40 documentary that we're gonna see on Wednesday. I didn't want them to turn it off. It was already interesting just from just seeing Triple H walking into WWE headquarters and getting ready to have a sit down with the creative team on what they were going to do. So I can't wait to see that. We've waited since April to see it. So that was my match and moment of the night right there for me.
Cool. I'm going to go against the grain here and say that my match of the night was Zoe Starks versus Dakota Kai versus Ivy Nile. You know, these three girls, they are really, really showing that they are true superstars. Zoe with her strength and Dakota with her very interesting moves, which she has to show her that she's versatile enough to be able to fight, you know, strong women like Starks and Ivy. You know, for a superstar of her size, showing all that strength like that is one strong chick, man. For that size, don't fuck with her. She will break you in half. My moment of the night, I like the Chad Gable, the way he tried to escape from the White Six. I like how they transformed the arena almost into like this forest with the smoke and everything, and this guy trying to escape. And one by one, they stood there with the whole lighting, and just the fact that they just created this world that was spooky, and the way they had one camera following Gable from the ring all the way around and towards the steps where he ran up on the steps with the audience where they were sitting and ran all the way up to escape. Like from a production I thought that was amazing. That is my match and moment of the night. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our show for tonight. We hope that you enjoyed our Raw recap. I hope that I please the executives for this show tonight. This is my first official Raw episode, Raw of many, hopefully of many, where we can be together on this Monday, the first day of the week. Thank you so much to Coast for stopping in and leaving a message. Thanks to everybody that stopped in, even for those who peeked in to see what was going on. Hopefully next time you'll stick in and stay a little longer. Hopefully. Don't forget, tomorrow we're doing it again. Well, later today is already 1:30. Later today, we will be on for our NXT recap with the homie Triple J. And then on Friday, we're going to do a recap of SmackDown, where it would be Triple J, myself, and a special guest, because Mr. Mundo, as he already mentioned, he's going to be out on personal business. So we say good luck to you and have fun, and we'll see you again next week, huh? So yeah, this is a new month. Enjoy the month. This is the 4th of July. Happy 4th of July. And for some individuals, look up July 5th. July 5th is a holiday also. Look it up and enjoy. This is your homie Shane O'Mac coming to you live from the East New York section of the Three Bells podcast table, saying good fight. Good night. Mundo and Jay, take it away.
Yeah, yeah, yeah! What's up, everybody? You know what time it is. Yeah. 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 Drop it. Once again, everybody, it's your boy Mundo, aka Mr. AKA himself, aka the CEO. And yes, this was Monday Night Raw recap. I enjoyed it. Great job, Shane O'Mac, taking over as the host of Monday Night Raw. Very, very proud of you. Triple J, great job on your end as well. It was a fun night for me. As I always say to you, right above my little talking circle. Tonight we got the Three Bells Podcast YouTube page. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. We also have TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Like all that, subscribe to all that, and share all of it too. As we continue to build this thing up, as we continue to march towards Three Bells 100. This is going to be fun. Also, as Shane mentioned, later on tonight, we have the NXT recap show. Friday, we have the SmackDown recap show. Saturday, we have a live reaction show to Money in the Bank. And Sunday, we have a live reaction show to NXT Heatwave. So we have a full week this week. Yes, it will be in and out with the shows, with the hosts, but we will be on. We will not miss the show. The Three Bells will be marching forward. So definitely don't miss an episode of that. Once again, it's your boy Mundo, a.k.a. Mr. AKA himself, and I'm out of here.
Yeah, it's your boy, Main Event Triple J, now signing off live on stereo. Thank you to everybody that joined the show tonight, that listened, that chimed in as well. Mundo, Shane, you already know how it is on the other side of the planet. We always getting it. We on the road to 100. And we'll be back later on tonight with NXT at 10:20, where it's the last episode before Heatwave on Sunday. I can't wait. I know you guys can't. Let's get it. Good night. And God bless. Yeet, yeet, yeet.
And as always, no yeet.